Who's gonna be in our cast today?
What's that?
Just looking at your Blu-rays, Blu-ray DVD.
It's a new thing, Merce.
It's not. I mean, it kind of came in and came out. Oh my, that's very sunburned. Don't do that.
Could be dropped a bit.
I mean, this is kind of the final, right? It's final daily fireside chat, right?
Well, I think we're changing the name.
Yeah, we're rebranding.
You didn't tell me that.
Oh wait, I
How
thought
am I
this was
supposed to know?
final.
How am I supposed to learn about these things? You never tell me them. Come on.
I mentioned that.
No.
Yes, we did.
No, I've been referring to it as the daily fireside chat to the weekly fireside chat the whole time.
Oh, well, that's funny.
We even mentioned it yesterday in the meeting. We're like, yeah, the fireside chat's going to weekly format.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking rebranding. I think
Rebranding.
we talked about you heard that. I need to work on my
I
communication.
mean, no, maybe not necessarily, but I understood it as something different from fireside chats.
Sorry for the confusion.
That's okay. I mean, you kind of mentioned maybe we won't call it fireside chat, but you also say a lot of things like that. So.
Yeah. I'm totally on the line.
I think it should be audio only, the new format. Audio only.
What do we got over here today?
It was a City of Fountains.
City of Fountains blend.
Which they're gonna rename.
Oh, whoops! I threw it out. I'm
What?
sorry.
Oh.
It's
I don't
it's
know,
in the trash.
But it's J.C. Nichols.
It was just left on the counter,
And Road
empty.
and Plaza.
When I see things
up
like
for
that, I
being
throw them
renamed.
out.
Because Nichols has. I could be wrong, but supporting
What's that?
slavery background.
crop away.
You're right. I'm sorry.
There was a city manager for Kansas City, Missouri in the 1960s. His name was L.P. Cookingham, I think. He's responsible for annexing much of the metro area, not including Gladstone and Raytown, I think, because they had already incorporated before he got there. And also North Kansas City is not technically part of Kansas City, Missouri. It's a different city.
It's true.
But yeah, he did great things for like the education.
J.C. Nichols.
No, L.P. Cookingham.
LP Cooking. Okay, I wasn't actually listening. I'm sorry.
I
I was
forgive
kinda-
I
you.
wasn't
listening.
actually listening.
I was thinking. I was wondering if I was being a little hard on Brother Gent there. Anyways.
Yeah, I have like 800 unused original holy cards that I'm gonna recycle. Can I put them in your recycling bin?
Are they, wait, what kind of holy cards are they?
Like my ordination ones, which I redesigned. These are like really flimsy, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll take one.
I'll give you a real one.
I'll take both.
Okay.
Actually, I wouldn't mind taking a couple either, using them as like bookmarks or something.
Okay. And I have most of the invitations too that are just going to be recycled because I never sent them.
I'll take one. Father, I'm gonna be at the Chrism Mass tomorrow. I'll be
Nice.
serving.
Awesome. I need to figure out if I'm going to be celebrating it or if I'm just going to be emceeing it. I don't know.
Well, here is a rare bonus for your
Bonus.
in the COVID world.
You get to be in the Chrism Mass before.
Actually, I won't be. I'll be driving to Illinois.
Well, you could have been.
Could have been.
Jen says our sound keeps cutting in and out, but mind them that we're not actually yet on.
And our music probably is too loud, but which we tend to have for our preview. So,
But I don't know if that's.
is anyone else having trouble with the sound? Let me know. And
L.P. Cookingham.
let's see if I got.
Nothing. Just hearing the same parts over and over.
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning. Huh.
1, 2, Jen.
Well, we'll just turn the sound down a little bit, and we'll see. Let me know once we take the screen down here, and if there's still a problem, we'll do something different.
The interwebs seem to be not as strong for the moment for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know if that's us or if that's the Facebooks. What?
Interwebs, Facebooks.
Right. We have to contact the Googles and see what's
Stop.
What?
There's some excellent St. Louis priests who are just like the right age where they say the Google and the YouTube.
Who are
But
they?
they're totally serious. Monsignor McCarty and Bishop Rice.
Yes, you're right.
I was on the YouTube yesterday.
Oh my.
If you put the in front of almost any proper noun,
Mm-hmm.
it really ages you.
You know what's interesting though? Like, Apple refuses to put the in front of their products,
Yeah.
and so it treats them like no. It treats them like proper nouns or names. So like, iPhone is the most successful cell phone in history. iPhone does this. iPhone does this. Everybody loves iPhone, and you're like,
a personification of
That's
sorts.
creepy and
You have two N's in your last name, right?
Yes, I do.
Mhm.
Great.
And 2 M's.
That's why I call him double N.
Yeah, right.
I don't call him
With
that.
an Ers and
I
an
know.
I had an aging moment earlier. I
That
was
one.
with my sister and her kids, and my oldest niece said, bet. She was like, all right, bet.
Bet.
I was like, that's a young person word, Rachel. Nice work. And she
Bet?
was like,
what do you mean?
she was like,
Do people
that is
say that?
not a
Yeah.
young person response, though. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm not going to
Wait.
pretend like I'm
Young people are saying bet.
bet
Bet.
instead
What do
of
you
cool.
No.
Yes.
What?
You'll
Other
notice it,
Ashmores.
I think.
Well,
I've
no.
never heard
I think
this.
I've heard some people at Good Shepherd say it. Maybe. I don't know.
What?
Like,
Hey,
hey,
man,
hey, are you coming to Via? Bet.
no.
Yeah.
Probably not Via.
Ha.
That's a little,
You gotta learn your
Right.
new things to say.
Apparently it was
Wow,
like
that's
Wichita
totally fetch,
thing.
Or
guys.
don't.
Well,
Trying to
welcome
make
to the
fetch a
fireside
thing.
chat here, everybody. We got the full gang here today. Everyone who has ever been a co-host of
Boom.
fireside chat,
But not the Levin photographer.
but not
Not
the
the
Levin
Levin
photographer.
photographer.
I guess
That
he
is
wasn't really a co-host. So
He was
all
a
of-
special appearance.
That's right. And we also had Javine, who made a special appearance virtually, as did Mary Mueller, as did Karen Pepich. I think those were our only guest spots for little videos there. So I'm getting some comments that the sound is cutting in and out.
It's lame.
Check the sound.
Let us see
Yeah.
here.
So
Are
I
the
don't think
buttons
it's the
pushed
sound,
in?
to be honest.
Do you think it's the internet?
Yeah, it keeps like pausing ish. I'm not
Oh.
sure why.
do you have the do you have the
YouTube up?
no the internet cable,
Ethernet?
the Ethernet?
Internet.
I mean, I can get it for you.
Also,
Give us a
if lot
pause
of
here. We'll see if
people-
that helps fix things.
if a lot of devices are hooked up to Wi-Fi, maybe that's a thing. Even though it's strong
No, it's okay.
Wi-Fi.
We've got a strong Wi-Fi now.
I
Yeah.
mean,
No, our Wi-Fi's fine.
this doesn't sound like that's true.
I don't think.
He's in the denial stage. It's okay.
Sound is choppy. We're gonna try to fix that. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna try to fix our sound thing. We've never encountered that before.
I don't think it's us.
Well, it's somehow us because everybody's telling us it's choppy.
Well, no. I mean, I think it might be the
Maybe my new
servers.
holy orders are interfering with the Wi-Fi.
I think it's the servers.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna try to go into the. Hold on, everybody. Well, this would be a real bust if the show is terrible because we have all this set up here. We've got a script planned.
Do we?
That wasn't
Excuse me.
shared with
We have a
us.
script plan?
There's no way.
What?
Okay, we are going to try to fix things here. So
You see, here we go.
Sound good.
Sound is fine on YouTube. It's not good on Facebook.
Oh, okay. So
Thanks, Mark Zuckerberg.
So watch on YouTube.
So-
Sorry, don't attack us, please.
so it's the Facebook feed that's problematic, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
We
Well,
suggest
thank you.
everybody to switch to YouTube if you can. We can't really fix Facebook's issues.
What a bummer if it's going to be a cutty episode this instead of a cut up episode this week, because normally we cut up.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what either of those terms mean.
Cut up means joking around.
I know. I'm just teasing.
I see.
Bet.
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 That
Like
word
an
is
animal.
okay never to use.
All right.
Also,
Well, thanks, Molly, for
clutch.
giving
I'm
us
glad that's
the,
Clutch.
not really being used anymore.
the
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
So we got 4 over
I
on
never liked
YouTube.
them.
Maybe things will get better on Facebook.
We hope so.
Um,
Remember, there are approximately, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fail points. And
Uh-huh.
we only control like 3 of them.
That's
So
true.
if there's another one, and it could be 6 if you divide up YouTube and Facebook into their own categories.
Yeah.
But if Facebook decides to be a little flimsy one day, we can't do much about it. It just
It's true,
Mhm.
true that. So anyway, so if you can't to get this show here, maybe I'll put the YouTube
Yeah, put
link,
the YouTube link.
in the Facebook thing. So if you want to switch over, or if you want to watch later in a non-choppy format, it seems like YouTube will be your bet. So again,
So what's actually great about this being the final episode is you guys are getting to experience the whole wealth of fireside chat experiences. One of the fireside chat experiences is us not knowing why it's not working.
that's right. That's right. Part of this
Working.
thing. Yeah. It's because of 1 million listeners turning into the last chat. That's right.
Exactly.
My eyeball count is different, but
Well, yeah, but just imagine every one eyeball equals 1 million of listeners. So that's 21 million listeners right now.
that's right. Because somewhere on some beach they are broadcasting this,
No.
and
Some beach.
some
Turn us off. That's it.
Somewhere.
So, well, welcome everybody. Glad to have you here. And again, sorry for the choppiness. And there might be better luck on YouTube. Yes. So we are talking about. Did I not? Okay. Yeah, we're there.
Mhm. We're there. We are out here.
What's going on?
Well,
What?
now, yeah, we're
9
frozen.
minutes in.
Facebook is done. We're
Yeah.
over Facebook.
So we were
Come to
highly-
YouTube.
We highly encourage everybody to go onto YouTube. Sorry,
Um,
Facebook's just being a little silly.
Yeah, because see, my screen isn't live over here too.
Okay,
so.
we'll just refresh and continue on. So,
Close Facebook.
Facebook is
YouTube's
right
great.
out.
Adios, Facebook.
We're canceled. Your Facebook is canceled. Isn't that
Facebook
not
has
what all the
been
kids are saying now? Things are canceled.
mm-hmm.
So welcome. I hope that you. Thanks for the nice comments that you have. That's like from that's like so 3 minutes ago.
Turn Facebook
Yeah,
off.
let's just
turn
turn
it
it
off.
Yep.
No more.
We've canceled
All
Facebook.
right.
Cool.
We're on YouTube.
All right,
now.
Jen's on
Hello,
the tube.
YouTube.
So yes, I know that's a little bit harder there. So what a bummer here for our last episode. We had one episode that Facebook didn't work at all, and,
Yeah,
we,
that's
and we
true.
just did the YouTube.
Facebook seems to be the most flaky out of them all. It just
Like
does.
that
I don't know.
friend.
We've had the most issues with Facebook.
And I just want to put that on a quote. Facebook is the most flaky place
It's true.
ever. Which I think there's some depth to that.
Yeah,
that
it's
quote
true.
There. So
We should get some Head and Shoulders shampoo.
that's right.
It's true.
Because YouTube is head and
There are
shoulders
no
above
flakes
Facebook.
then.
So how are you doing? We'll try to. I do have the Facebook still open, but YouTube is a little bit better for the streaming. So if you still want to put in those comments over there on Facebook, we'll try to monitor those as well. But it's just been a little bit flaky. So hope that you're doing well. Here is Father Ashmore. Here is Father Merceman. He's back with us. So he was the co-host for about a week and a half or so with us.
Yep.
And so we thought we'd invite him here for the grand finale. And of course, you know, John, our seminarian, who's been appearing for the last couple weeks. So,
Hello.
And I'm Father Ashmore.
right,
Whoa.
yeah, there's him over there too. So, I'm fine.
Chopped liver. That's okay.
Yeah, if you have any comments or questions, feel free
Some
to
people like
bring them
chopped
on
liver.
over.
It's tasty. Kind of.
And let me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. Do I possibly have too many windows? No, but I don't have any windows open. I'm gonna go
always
over.
have too many windows open, to be
This
honest.
is true.
Mhm.
I've closed a lot of things.
He and I have completely different patterns for window management on our computers. Like mine are all organized according to theme. I've got a work desktop. I've got a calendar desktop. I've got a personal desktop, and depending on what I'm working in, all my windows are there. They're like labeled out. I know exactly what I'm doing.
That's too
And then I
much.
go onto his computer, and
gone
it's
too
like
far.
all information at once.
I use
Whoa.
at max 2 desktops.
What's that?
I use at max 2 desktops.
What does that mean?
I didn't know that there was a
Oh,
second
internet
desktop
pattern.
option.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. If you put 4 fingers on the keyboard or on the trackpad and move them. left or right?
I'm not going to try that now. I might not be able to get us back. Maybe after the show you can show me how to do that. But let me go say hi to my nieces here, as I do. On to the camera. Hello, everybody. Hello there, Rachel and Rosalie and Laura. And look, we got this guy over here. We got another priest. It's Father Anthony Merceman. You might remember him from the old shows over there. And maybe the other guys can say hi too.
Hello.
There
Hello
they
there.
are. Everyone's here saying hi, saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I hope you have a great day today. And this has sure been fun. So have a great day. And hello also to the Dryling girls. I think that I saw something dealing with tap shoes or something. Is that true? Or
Tap shoes.
Tap shoes? Is that a thing? Is that happening? Hope you have a great day, and back to the show. Father Anthony, Father Merceman. So have you decided what you're going to be? What you're going to go by?
I like hearing Father Mersman more, but honestly, it's never. I'm not going to correct anyone because Father Anthony is a strong.
Okay, what do you feel about
Saint
Merce, Daddy?
I'll probably just start walking away from whoever.
I mean, it's kind
or
of the same. There's Father in there. There's Merce.
That's almost worse than Father Tony. Which, if anyone called me Father Tony, we can't talk ever again.
Okay.
So
I'm glad I'm not there.
Oh
yet.
shoot.
So what have you been doing here? Tell us. Last we saw you, you were not a priest.
that's correct.
You were a baptized priest.
I was
guess,
part
in
of the
effect.
common priesthood.
Yes, the priesthood of the baptized.
Now I have a share in the ministerial priesthood.
That's right. So how
Nice
has
work.
ministerial sharing been going on?
Pretty wonderful. I spent a week at my home parish, Holy Family in Eudora. I lived in the rectory there for a week and had the masses in Eudora, and it was great to have a week of scheduled masses right off the bat to kind of get a good habit of celebrating public masses, making sure I was doing things right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because if I went right to private masses, you know, I might change things up or leave things out or,
Right.
you know, and kind of like forget how to celebrate a good mass, good public mass. So I had good habits being formed right off the bat. Got plenty of rest and got to do plenty of sacraments, baptisms, anointings, First Communion.
Ooh,
Very cool.
wow.
Pretty incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That's rare for a newly ordained priest.
Yes.
It is. I don't think I anointed anybody for the first month of my priesthood.
Hmm.
I think if I did, it was one, but I don't think I did.
Mm-hmm. Right, because so he hasn't officially started yet. So he's still on his vacation time. So he's free to do whatever is appropriate for a priest to do during this time. So
Which is offer mass at my parents' house and my sister's house,
nice.
and sleep in.
Yes.
And get coffee at the local coffee shop pretty much every day.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, good.
pretty great.
Good. Yeah, enjoy this time, and I'm glad that you took some time out of your. You had to get up early today to get out over here by 10 o'clock.
What is the local coffee shop for you?
It's called Zeb's. Actually, I was hoping to give it a shout out. It's
Well, you have.
when? Oh, just yes. Really. I was like when I was here last. What?
No, like right now. You just did.
But yeah, it's in Eudora, and the owner, she and her husband were going to move to Eudora.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, before we move there, do they have a coffee shop? And he said no. She was like, well, if we move there, I'm going to start one. And it's actually it's phenomenal.
Nice.
It's really good. And I have
Zeb's.
high standards for coffee shops.
It's
So.
true. Have you heard about this new coffee shop in Lawrence?
Oh,
Well, what's the name of it?
It is called something like Seven Nancy's, something like that. Mm-hmm.
I was just in there like 3 days ago.
Were you? Nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I
They're
took
improving it.
it away.
Every day I go, they've added something nice. They've
Don't look at
cleaned
this
it up a little bit
I
more.
took
So
Deacon
I've
Dominic
cleaned
Colling.
my desktop and I
Look at
threw it
this
away because it was
What?
this. I mean, remember this is cleaner than it was because there
Right.
was stuff everywhere.
right. You know what that does to my brain?
You can select all of it and have it your computer organize it alphabetically.
But the problem is if I organize it too much, then the Wirecast doesn't remember where it is. So if I put it into a file, so I have to put it there, and then if I move it, Wirecast can't find the file.
Right.
So
So we call this,
it
ladies and gentlemen,
visibly
why
on
you
the
should never store things permanently on your desktop.
Anyway,
Well-
I took Deacon Dominic Volling will be a priest tomorrow evening.
Nice.
I took him
Nice.
to Sid and Nancy's.
Nice, cool. Did you see my brother there or anything?
Your brother had just left, but we saw your mom and we got some custard.
Nice. How was it?
Delicious.
Delicious.
Yes.
They have a fantastic espresso there too. Have you tried the espresso
I
yet?
did when I was there a couple of days ago doing some emailing.
Mm-hmm.
I did get a little latte,
Mm-hmm.
and it was top notch.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
They're doing a really good
Mhm.
job. I wasn't convinced my little brother could pull it off, but he has exceeded my expectations. So, and the coffee is great, the cookies are great, the custard is great. So go down there and try it out. Mm-hmm.
Boom.
And so the people are saying good things about Sid and Nancy's over here. So I've heard good things about Sid and Nancy's. So that's what the word is on the street.
What can
so
I say? Mm-hmm.
very good.
When you
That
shape
is.
the narrative like I do, you know what the word is on the street. So.
Words matter.
Truth.
Very good. I know that it's a little harder to interact, I know, on YouTube, so I'm sorry about that. But if you have any questions for us, feel free to bring them by.
Called the landline.
John, you've got some ringers. You're really coming along here. It's
We
too bad we're
could.
having this daily show through August. 'Cause,
Do you have a landline call? Yeah, that'd be amazing if someone called in and like we put them on speaker.
That would be
That would be
awesome.
cool.
Call in 1-800-654.
Yeah. 1-800-65-PRIEST.
Isn't that the J.G. Wentworth?
Yeah, J.A.G. Wentworth.
Oh wait,
877
I
cash.
guess not.
877 cash now.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know that one.
It's
Seven,
my
seven
money.
cash.
I'll use it
No.
when I need it.
877 cash. No.
I have no idea what
Checking the cash.
Call 842-1212. Call us now, Pizza Shuttle. Not
Oh, that's in Lawrence.
the,
What
yeah,
is that?
it is.
Oh.
8675-309.
Jenny. That's Jenny's number.
Oh.
So yeah, we do.
Do
Theoretically,
we need to
guys,
talk about something, John?
No.
isn't that
It is,
867?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
We, I think we canceled the landline, but occasionally the phone rings, and I
It's
don't know how
strange.
that
It
happens.
doesn't stop ringing when it rings
What?
as well.
Yeah, I know.
It's-
Isn't that weird?
It just rings forever.
So if you've been trying to call the rectory, I apologize. We do have a new emergency line set up that's available, but the only calls we ever got were for
Political candidates.
political-
And let me tell you, those are exciting conversations. Mm-hmm.
And other things asking for money. Those automatic robots, robocalls have really gotten
Robocalls.
good.
Yeah.
Because there was someone that said, James? Is this James?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, I'm sorry I missed you. And it's like, it took me a minute to figure out this is not a real person.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's calling for Father Jim Lobakowski. But yeah, we were only getting those robocalls and everything, so we canceled it. And then the other thing is, I could not figure out how to get into the voicemail. So if there's been a voicemail on for 2 years. I have no idea.
Hopefully they
Somebody's
didn't
waiting
need
to be
sacraments.
called back.
Yeah.
Sorry if that was you and I didn't call you back. But it's been here since I've been here. I have no idea how to access the voicemail.
It's probably been here since like 2007. Like it's probably for Father Francis. Mm-hmm.
Right, when they transferred the phone over here from the old rectory, they kept the voicemail. That was one of the funny things about when the Sabetha rectory. Was I telling you the story about this? They had baking powder or baking soda, whichever one it was. Which is the one in the canister?
Baking
Big
powder.
powder, generally.
Oh,
Baking
yeah,
powder.
yeah.
And
Generally,
boxes in the
yeah.
soda.
Soda, right,
Soda.
right.
Powder. So
That's
there
an
was-
interesting convention, isn't it? Anyways, go on. Yes.
Well, anyway,
Baking
so
powder. Sorry.
the baking powder on the bottom it said expires like 5/6/93 or something like that. And I was there to
That
clarify.
was one day after I was born.
I know. And I was there from 2007 to 2009. And they moved the rectory from one place to another. So they built a new rectory in like 98 or something. So they somehow in the process of moving from one rectory to another, they said, well, we need to pack this baking soda up and move it over that had been already expired for like 5 years.
Father, did you throw it out or did you?
I think I kept it, and I put it in like a little bag, like Exhibit A of this rectory life, because what's one of my lines there that I say all the time? Besides, it's my first day.
Always
In
invited.
the toilet all day.
If it ain't
Give
broke,
someone else a
go ahead
chance.
and
Always forced, never invited.
Sometimes.
I can't take these guys anymore.
This is not my first pandemic.
That's still not the quote.
What comes in the rectory stays in the rectory.
Oh! Priests don't take stuff with them when they move rectories.
Baking soda is best. 10 years expired. Oh my
That's the
God.
line. I use that all. I can't tell you how many times I've used that line.
You know what I say? Baking soda's best after 10 years.
No, my line is it came with the house, so that's my.
Oh, yeah.
I was close.
Shoot.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, have you not? That's a line. Surely I said that on the show at one point in time.
Yeah, I even got this cool metal cowboy dude thing.
Yes, that's right.
That was in the garage.
That's right. It came with the house.
Gave it to my sister. She was thrilled.
There, Javine knew it. Javine knew it.
Sorry, guys.
That's awesome,
Man. -1 point, Father Ashmore. What can I say?
Very good. So, yes, John, the snark is real today.
Baking soda ages like wine.
So very good. So when you when you start your official assignment, which is what day?
July 1st,
July 1st, and
2020.
what will you be doing? Where will you be?
I will be moving into Holy Cross right away. We got a staff meeting already on the books. Get
Nice.
excited.
Ooh.
July 1st.
On July 1st? On the first day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, that's Father Oswaldo's first day too, huh?
Yep. Yep.
Staff meetings. There's nothing like a staff meeting.
And I'm like, this is going to take like way longer than a normal one would, just because it's two
Yeah.
great new priests.
Sure.
So I'm like, nothing else. Maybe even bring a lunch.
Yeah, is it live or is it Zoom?
Well, I think it's live. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's live. But I'm excited to move in, and then I will also be at Bishop Miege. Shocker, because
Yeah.
everyone thought I was going to be at Bishop Ward.
Because it was announced here, I think. You heard it here first, folks, on
That's
Fireside
true.
Chat.
Yep, I didn't even have Facebook
Don't
then,
trust
so
the
this was like the
information,
only
did you?
public
Yeah.
platform that I personally announced it on. But then I did make a Facebook after ordination.
We're friends now, I
And
think.
oh my goodness! And then I did announce the change on Facebook that I'm going to be at Miege
Yes.
instead of Ward. Go Stags! I don't know how you make. I don't know what they do, but this is kind of.
Stags.
Well,
Isn't it the,
some of the kids did this.
No.
They did. I had a wedding for one of the things I really
Yes,
enjoy doing
that's
is
it.
weddings for
Moose.
For
kids that I was chaplain for. So so I really enjoy doing those, and so I had one last year, and there's a picture of us all doing the stag.
And
Go Stags.
Sweet. Yeah, which is also very strange when we talk about the lady stags, kind of like the lady rams here at Good Shepherd.
But yeah, what did the stag come from though? The name? It makes sense once
Yeah.
you find out. Because at first I was like, what?
Stags. Well, it used to be St. Agnes High School, because right there by St. Agnes, and so then they combined St. Stag, and that's how they came up with the stags.
So,
Bishop Miege Stags.
Go Stags.
So when they changed, they
Stags.
changed Bishop Miege High School. That's where
Good
the stags
big
come
stag.
from. I think it makes sense. It's cute, and the Rams works too because the Good Shepherd. It is a little bit weird that it's just male there, Rams,
Right.
but the Good Shepherd sheep doesn't have that same kind of
yeah.
ferocity and
Yeah. Like, oh, we're playing the sheep today.
Yes, the little fluffies. Yeah, I think that was on the table. We could either be the Rams or the Fluffies.
Oh.
So, but they went with Rams.
Mhm.
So very good. Oh, Pat, your alma mater is Bishop Miege. Very good.
Nice.
good work.
So, I'm just gonna I don't know. I'm checking. I'm gonna look over here. Oh, yeah,
We have a couple questions. It
Oh.
still seems a little shifty over there, but
it does. But we look like we're better though.
What are the questions?
On
One
Facebook.
of the questions is,
Looks like Facebook is back.
I'm not 100% convinced on that though, because mine is not coming in. It's kind
So
of
if you're happy on YouTube, stay there.
yeah.
Happy on YouTube, stay there.
Pump. We have a question from Carly. A question for each of you. When you look back at the past 100 days, what has
100
brought you
days?
the most joy?
Is that how long we've been doing?
I don't know.
Have we had 100 episodes? Is this our 100th? That'd be really amazing
Would
if
that
this
be
was our
ironic?
finale was our 100th episode. Wouldn't that be awesome?
What's that?
Nothing.
The coincidental would be better. You're right.
What has brought you the most joy? Oh yeah, it's Facebook is unstable. It's still doing its thing. Stay on YouTube. Stay on YouTube.
100 days ago was Tuesday, March 10th, just so everybody knows.
That was a
It's pretty close.
yeah. No, we haven't had 100 shows because we're just Monday through Friday.
Mhm.
But we've had a lot of shows. So over the past 100 days, what brought you the most joy? That's a great question. You're probably ordination for you.
Yep, that takes number one. There's several runners up though, in
Mhm.
terms of what brought me a lot of joy in the last
Painting
100
ceilings.
days.
Yeah.
Painting ceilings. Well, I mean, looking at the pretty completed project just a few minutes ago was pretty awesome.
So I will go on record now saying here on Facebook and YouTube, it was worth it.
Oh.
Worth
it was
it.
worth it. I
Worth
was
it.
really negative for a while there, but it really looks nice down
If you have popcorn ceiling all over your house, take it out.
I will.
Every inch.
Yeah, research how to do it first.
Well played there, Father. Yes, because I would not have done it. However, I would not have done it probably had I done more research on it, and now I am happy with it.
Mhm.
And I am very grateful that Deacon Anthony Merceman was here at the time to help me with it because he made it look good because I made it look bad. So
It was a good learning experience.
it was but it was worth it. It looks great down there. I think we got a great. You're just commenting out. It's a great. My hope for is it's a great space. I'd like for people to be able to hang out and just socialize in one area. There's a game area. There's a watching movies area. So that, in my mind, they're having a nice party down there of 10, 15 people.
Mm-hmm.
That would be ideal for me. So.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one thing. Was the ordination?
Mhm.
What was some other runner-ups?
What came to mind was some time when we were at Savior right off the bat, leaving Kenrick. I mean, it was a difficult time being kicked out of Kenrick really quickly and making do at Savior. But Deacon Keith Chadwick, he was in charge of meal planning, and he did an incredible job. And there were several times where his parents and grandma surprised us with a meal that they provided, like barbecue or pizza.
Mm.
So the days where we just got some incredible barbecue, it didn't
Nice.
have to do any work to cook it.
Mm-hmm.
That was really incredible.
That's awesome.
Clutch, as they say.
Clutch, as they say,
Get.
but I will never say.
How do you use
Bet.
that? Is that a good?
Did you just say get?
Whoops! First mistake.
Oh my goodness.
Should we talk about your socks? How cool you are.
Hey, what can I say? That's on our other section of top 5 moments. We just decide the top 5 moments
I
of
see.
Fireside Chats.
So that's brought you some joy. Any other runners up?
Other runners up.
Others.
I mean,
run
it's every day has been wonderful. I mean, celebrating Mass for the first time in my parents' house was like on Monday. I mean, that was incredible.
Mhm.
Getting to celebrate Mass at my sister's house before that with her family. We were in the basement, just like all the kids were right there, and normally they're like picking up kids and like walking to the back because kids are being loud or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But just having them all right there, even though they were like all like little kids, were walking all around. And I had my nephew and godson sit right next to me. He's only 4, and he was like, "Can I be your server today?" And he didn't really know how to serve, but I was like, "You just sit right next to me, and you can be my server." So he just
Nice.
had a little kid rocking chair right next to my chair as I was.
We should get rocking chairs for Good Shepherd servers.
Oh wow.
Glory, glory to God in the highest.
Or rocking pews?
Rocking pews, yeah. Mm-hmm.
John's not.
I'm
having
just
it.
joking. I don't mean it.
What have been some
Who
of your
else? Who
greatest
else?
joys there, John, for
Who
the
else?
past 100 days?
The Annunciation, it was a great day for us because we were still at the seminary. Of
You
course.
need to tell people what day that is.
Yeah, so the Annunciation is 9 months before Christmas, March 25th. It's also the day that Frodo destroyed the ring in Lord of the Rings.
Is that true?
Fun fact.
I didn't know
yes,
that.
it is.
So
Very cool. So we just had a great brunch. Mass was beautiful that morning as well, and just like really good time of fraternity and hanging out with the guys, and the world was still kind of ending, but it was kind of not for a little while that day. So, yeah, that's definitely mine.
Mm. Well, the last 100 days, I would have to say it's right up there would be Father Anthony Mersman's ordination, because I was able to be there, which was exciting. I was one of 6 priests who were able to go, so
That's pretty
it
awesome.
was very great.
I was not in that number.
So you ordained father.
I did participate in the ordination, yes.
Thank you.
So Father Mercer and I have been friends for a long time. We first met when we were 16 or 17 years old, somewhere around there. So we've known each other for at least 10 years, and so it was great to finally participate in each other's great celebration there. So that was probably number one. And I'm trying to think of any other great joy of the last 100 days.
What about your trip to the lake?
Oh yeah, that was exciting. When I took a little trip to the Lake of the Ozarks, 2 days or so.
Oh, yeah.
We stayed in the cabin, in one of my friend's cabin. It was very enjoyable. We did not go to any of the great parties they're having down at Captain Jack's or wherever it was. So that was good. Probably, I would say the greatest joy has been discovering new ways to spend time with parishioners over the last 100 days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because there's been times where, at the beginning of our time in quarantine, it was like, what are we going to do now? We have no idea how to navigate this. But every day we were discovering new ways, more effective ways to connect with people, and I think to me it's been very exciting to see it all come together. And now it's very exciting to see us transition to a new phase. So the greatest joy would be connecting with parishioners throughout this whole time, and then also seeing how we can use this in the future. So that'd be greatest joys of last 100 days.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
great. You also mentioned the connecting with the family. I'd call you back also to that great Holy Thursday supper that you put together.
Yeah,
I thought that was great.
Yeah, that
It's
was a
great
lot
way
of
to connect
fun.
with parishioners.
Mhm.
The quarantine has been difficult, but yes, there are blessings. So thanks for calling us onto that, Carly. I've really enjoyed getting to know Father Ash more and more during this time, because we've spent a lot of time together, just having dinners together, and that's been a great joy, and getting to know him better. And because in a normal schedule, we're kind of doing different things, and we've been able to watch some television together, have some nice conversations, have dinners together. So I've really enjoyed that. These chats have been good. So those have been great moments. I have felt very appreciated and affirmed, and I know maybe we overplay that sometimes, but I really do appreciate all those notes and emails I've gotten over this time.
Absolutely.
People have really been very, very kind during this time, and that's been a great joy to me, because you know my line, so I don't know what I'm doing, and so we're making things up as we're going on. We were having a staff meeting yesterday, trying to plan better for the next 6 months, and so we're more equipped to do things, but we've been rolling on the fly, and I think we've done a pretty good job, and people have been saying that they've been really appreciating the things and the efforts that we're going through. So that's been a great joy to me. So I really do thank you for that. And the Easter eggs out on the lawn, that was a great joy. The parade was really neat on the Good Shepherd Sunday. Those were great joys. And just finding new ways to be with the people, and sometimes this technology has been frustrating. Exhibit A here with the Facebook being difficult today, but you look back. If there is a way, but you have to scroll a long time, because we've done a lot of stuff these past 100 days. You have to scroll a long time, but you look at those first fireside chats, and like the first live stream mass was just that little ash cam way back in the back, because that's all we had. And we couldn't Zoom or anything, and there were still people at Mass at that time. The next week we had that little camera up closer, and then we were able to figure out. Then we found this camera and figured out how to hook it up. I think the week after that or something, you bought that little dongle to connect.
Yeah, you had that dongle. That thing was frustrating to figure out.
Yeah, the different dongle. But,
we have many dongles. We have I would say, what would you call it? the dongle of victory, the dongle of survival, and that is the dongle that connects all of our devices to his computer. Then we have the dongle which interprets, and it interprets the data from the camera and puts it into a format the camera can, the computer can understand it. There are many little pieces.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's some on the old YouTube channel, that my own personal one. That's where we first started. There's some, I don't know. There's just videos of us like trying to connect with things and
At
just we're
11:30
testing-
at
at
night.
11:30 at night.
Oh man, those first 2 weeks, it's so true. Every day there was like a new difficulty we had to figure out. There was a new service we had to pay. There was a new.
Right, because yeah, we didn't know how to live stream, and I had to upgrade my program to do that and get the caster and all these kinds of things. We had to really just kind of figure out all those things. So I wouldn't say that it was necessarily a joy, but it was certainly a project and interesting to figure out. And it was a joy when it worked. That was the thing. It's like, oh wow, we can do this. So that was a joy.
Mm-hmm,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, good question there, Charlie.
Mm-hmm. So, question: maybe as a group we can decide what the top 5 moments of Fireside Chats were. You guys, if you have any ideas, you can.
Yeah,
put
feel
here.
free for comment. I mean, birds aren't real has to be up top. That was
Birds
aren't real.
That was our. That was
So great. I love how I introduced it to you. You can be proud of yourself in this case without being prideful. No, so Father Kent, have you ever noticed those birds? Do you think they have ulterior motives?
He gave me no warning. No warning.
No warning whatsoever.
Remember there was one time Father Ashmore was out of black socks, I think,
Yeah.
and he had to wear non-black socks, and he was trying to hide his feet from
It's
the
so true.
camera, but it didn't work.
It didn't work. Oh, the taco episode. I
Tacos.
hadn't thought about the taco episode.
Yes, the taco episode was great, and then so that was a running theme for a couple weeks there.
Taco.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've decided that between the two of us, as far as top 10 quotes here, I can only come up with 2. But yours is number 1 with the with the comment about his cool socks. He was talking about his homily that the short socks and the long socks, and he was saying how there's the short socks are short, and he said those aren't cool, and it was exactly the point of the homily. You just fell right into it. You know, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was,
And then John, I think you get number 2 with the opposite.
you don't like anything we like. I think that seems opposite.
It's like the definition of opposite. So I think
was
those are my favorite quotes for there. Yes,
Oh,
the
the
being,
Battle of the Chats.
being with God. So hello there. We should have zoomed in Father Greg today.
We really should have.
That would have been
Zoomed in.
that would have been fun, but he's busy moving. So yeah,
About
we're waiting
that.
for the.
Yeah. There's also the gradual development of our pre-chat experience of us either the pre-chat, like the first 10 minutes that we have the camera on, and at some points we're discussing things. At other points we're joining in with the French horn. You know.
Yeah.
So that's been a nice little development of our show too. Like we moved from intelligible conversation to just random sounds.
Yes, Carly agrees. Yes, the opposite tacos birds. Yes. Oh, we haven't done my favorite heresy. That has been a drop.
Yeah, that's true.
Heresy.
Little things came in and out. I'm
yeah.
sure if we were continuing to do it more, we would go back to my favorite heresy.
Yeah.
I kind of it reminds me a little bit of the Silly Songs with Larry from
Yes.
That kind of it wasn't intended to be a permanent fixture, then became a permanent fixture, but then it didn't really always come into the show. It was kind of like that.
Yeah. Right. I threw that up.
The poetry. Yeah, the poetry.
Yeah, you
section
haven't done
too.
poetry. Yeah, things come in and out. Yep, that's true. Yeah.
Depends on the whims of the day.
We haven't gone to the
Right.
Ash Cam for weeks, so I'll just come over here. Just say hi there, Father Ashmore.
Hello there. How are everyone?
How are you?
So
It's good to see
So
everyone.
my favorite heresy clip is like images.
I know. Even though we're not talking about my favorite heresy, but we just thought I'd bring it back up there.
Postmodernism.
So yeah, so the show has been a lot of fun. We were talking also is we're planning on doing a weekly show. I guess I hadn't communicated clearly about, about what my thought was that since we're not going to be at the fireside and it's going to be a weekly show, and we might try to be a little bit more little bit more intentional about what we are saying that day. We don't know what it's going to look like, but we have the intention to be on once a week for whatever that is.
Cooking show.
Cooking show. Well,
Cooking
yes.
show.
I mean, you have done some cooking there.
We
You've had
have.
some cooking shows with the Via, but I think we want to do something over at the church, so we're not moving this camera back and forth. I think that's part
Cooking
of the
show
idea.
at the church.
There is a kitchen. That's
Yeah.
true. But I think kind of the idea is to, at least my idea would be to kind of just an update of where we are personally, where we are, what's the news going on, what's happening in the parish, and then just kind of chatting about, same kind of thing, but just try to get what we had talked about in 5 days into 1 day, and so that needs to maybe be condensed a little bit of that, because so I think we're going to be on Thursday next week. Is that going to work for you? You think?
I don't know.
Okay, because I can't do Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
So I think the plan would be to do it. I think we talked about this.
We
Right?
did
To do
talk about this, yes.
planning on doing a Wednesday show with a fallback to Thursday, rather than a normally scheduled Thursday show, because then it'd be hard to let people know. Hey, tune in a day early. But we can say on Wednesday, there's a funeral or something, we can't be there. Today's Wednesday show will be on Thursday. I think that's
Yeah,
kind
that
of
seems reasonable.
plan. So next week, it'll be on Thursday, because remember I'm out of town next Monday through Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So we'll plan on doing a Thursday show. And
Are we planning on doing a Thursday show? It could work. We planned lunch with somebody
we did
that day.
we did.
so
But I think
that's
if we do
what
like a
we're
10 o'clock show again,
Yes.
I don't know if we'll do the same. How's this time work? Is 10 o'clock good for people? Do you want to do it a different time? We're fairly open to suggestions at this moment. We might ignore them, but we'll certainly listen. So yeah, very good. What else is going on with people's lives? Anything else? Your favorite? Are you saying we remind you of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? We have no
Because
puppets.
if so, I feel kind of bad for Mr. Rogers because I'm much more sarcastic than he is.
We have had sweaters on.
Oh, this is true.
Yes. So we haven't changed our sweaters.
Oh, that's true. We also had the great sweater conversation.
We also had the settling of the argument who is more like Ralphie, Father Ashton.
That's
And that is a clear win over here. FTW, as they said.
Yeah.
Father Merceman for the win.
Is that what that means?
FMFW.
I think it is.
What does that mean?
For the win. I'm sorry, I just made that up. FTW is for the win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I always thought it was something naughty. What?
Oh, you just
Just presumed.
It's amazing.
I don't think that part of the cut that was in there. So what's this new word that the kids are using?
Oh, well, it's not, I don't know how new it is, but kids,
Not so
young
new.
people say bet
Bet.
instead of like yeah or cool.
I've never heard this.
And my niece, she's how old is
very
she?
You're
She's-
the short sock wearer.
She's
So.
16. My niece is 16, and we were like watching a movie, all of us, and she was like, "All right, bet." And I was like, "Good job, Rachel. That's a young person word." And she was like, "But that's not a young person's response." And I was like, "Oh, I know. I just want to let you know that I know that that's a young person word."
So bet is like yes or
Cool.
Like,
maybe it's like
I'm
from-
down.
I'm down.
maybe it's a
Yeah.
short for you bet or you betcha.
You bet.
Sure.
Bet.
But anyway, he responds with get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I made
he
an
tried to
innocent
use get a little bit ago.
I tried to be hip. I tried to be relevant, and look what I get. Ridicule. Ridicule.
Look what you get.
Ha! No.
Very good. So yeah, anything else going on with folks?
Oh,
No?
Javine used bet in middle school. Is it back? Apparently, I've never heard this before.
What? Just the word bet, not like
Bet.
you bet or
Just bet.
Just
I'll
bet.
bet you
Bet.
$1.
Hey, do you want to see that movie tonight? Bet.
You can bet on it.
Yeah, that must be where it comes from.
You can bet on it.
I'm imagining now that being said in like a Sean Connery voice.
Bet. You can bet on it.
Bet.
Junior.
Michael Cannon, bet. Michael Cannon.
Alright. It's time to end the show forever.
So let's see if we got anything interesting. Lisa pointed out. I would like to invite people. We've been doing these concerts, which have also been a source of joy. I've really enjoyed listening to the musicians. We have very talented musicians here at Good Shepherd, and I've enjoyed. So I've been filming those concerts. I think we've had 5 of them featuring the different various musicians of the parish. And then I'm going to do a concert on Saturday featuring musicians also of the parish. And so Lisa mentioned that. Lisa's she's learned how to improvise in the past. That was another joy, was listening to Raffaele and Lisa on Holy Thursday for that whole adoration of the Blessed Sacrament. So we got a great cast of characters here in the band. So it's gonna be different. It's gonna be like a band concert kind of thing. So Lisa's on violin. I've got Raffaele playing piano and organ. I've got Sam Ruckford playing electric guitar and acoustic guitar.
Get out.
And Curtis Mullinan is playing bass. And then Kathy sings for the Johnston plays for the 8 a.m. choir. She also plays guitar and sings harmony. And then I'll be playing some guitar and piano and ukulele. So should be fun. The idea is to lift people's spirits and have some fun. And so that's gonna be 7:00 on Saturday. So and then John's gonna film. So because I cannot do both. So
I'm doing my part.
yes, we've got something for John to do. So excited. So. But it should be a fun night. So tune in at 7:00, and then we'll see if we have some more of those concerts coming in. But again, I like it because it's I don't get a chance to play music very often, and I really like that we can. The condition for me to do this was basically I wanted to use just Good Shepherd musicians. So let's see what we can do in house, and I've Curtis is the only one I've really played with before because we played at the fall festival together. I'm excited. So. Tune in on Saturday for that. That was Raffaele's idea, both for this concert and for all these concerts, is trying to do something so that the musicians can sing some of the songs that they love singing and lift up people's spirits while they're in their houses. So that'll be Saturday evening. Okay. Anything else?
I guess we should just express gratitude to all of you. Thank you all so much for giving us the opportunity to do this over the last however many days. It's been a joy for Father Kent and myself. It's kept us in tune in a certain way. It's kept us connected, and we could not have done this without your generosity of just coming and joining us. You can't have a show if there's nobody else on the other side of the screen. So thank you all so much for joining us.
And the best shows, I think, are when we've got good questions and interactions, because that inspires us. Because we basically turn on the camera, and very rarely do we have things that we sometimes talk a little bit about. Let's make sure we talk about this and this and this. Mm-hmm. But mostly we turn on the camera and just start chatting about what we're doing. And so it always has been very helpful for all of your comments to give us something else to talk about, and that sometimes sets us on weird paths.
It does, but always generally good paths.
Yeah, good paths. Yes, and spiritual paths too, because we start talking about these goofy things, and then someone asks us a really good, serious question about our faith, and that dives us into this topic. And I think that's been a good thing about our shows. We are goofy, but we also hopefully have been providing some good spiritual nuggets, good things for you to take with you in your life. That's kind of been our goal for the show. So be your community in the distance.
So thank you all very much.
I think that
anybody else wants to say anything?
One last plug for Catholic Stuff You Should Know.
Yes, right.
If you're missing the banter, they have plenty of it. So Catholic Stuff You Should Know podcast.
Sweet. And Zebs.
And then there was also the recommendation. So let me see if I can see these are still in the right place. So plug for Catholic Stuff You Should Know. Plug for. Do you
have any of them as your teacher?
No, not really, but kind of.
For these women who I forget what their names are, Teresa, help us out. I forget who they're called. That's not helpful. And then also, we were doing the rosary for a long time, but I would also put in a plug for the Holy Family School of Faith Rosary. I really enjoy doing that one myself, and I really enjoy Michael Scherzlick's meditations on whatever he wants to talk about that day. So I find that a very helpful guide, praying the Rosary. So we're not here for you except for Saturdays anymore on that, but I invite you to listen to Michael Scherzlick's Holy Family School of Faith Rosary podcast. You can find it on Spotify or wherever podcasts are found.
Mm-hmm.
We did not talk about, we forgot, we are drinking City of Fountain blend today. That is our coffee to
Which I
take
believe
us
was a
out.
gift to us from Cherry Ropes.
It was very good. Yes,
Yes.
and that has ended. The gift has ended. So, so there that
So
is.
there we are.
All right. Well,
Thank you all so much.
thanks so much. Abiding together. Thank you,
Hasta
Carly.
la
That's the
vista.
name of the.
Together.
That's the name of the podcast with the women.
Okay,
So,
great.
very good. All right. So thanks so much. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next Thursday at some time with some sort of format with some sort of fun.
Bet.
Bet.
Thank you all.
Bye.
God
That's the
bless.
final word. Bet.